Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your June 2023 general monthly reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. To my returning subscribers and viewers, I absolutely love each and every one of you so much for your continued support. For those that have booked appointments with me and those that donate and continuously support this channel, I am forever grateful for you guys. If you are new to me, welcome. Thank you guys for checking out my channel, this reading. Make sure you check out the Sagittarius playlist up here, as well as your moon, rising, and Venus signs to get a broader perspective of what is going on or what you can expect throughout the months and weeks ahead. I do weekly readings after your monthly reading. And I do read intuitively, so don't just go based on what you see here, although you've got some great major arcanas. I mean, right smack dab in the middle of the month, major impact for you with the Star card, the Magician, the Justice card, and you end the month with the Death card. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I love that you have the Goddess of the Moon right next to the Star card. And you have the Thinking Woman right in the same row as the Queen of Swords, literally the same energy. That is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, air sign energy. So let's see what you've got going on here for you. I will clarify as I need to, and I will close this out with a couple tea leaf tarot cards as well. So you've got the Garden and the Gate as part of your energy for the month. The Garden of the Gate is a reminder, especially with the same type of energy here in that Seven of Pentacles that you have at the beginning of June, right? Seven of Pentacles speaks of, waiting for all your hard work to pay off. Those, babies, those eggs, those, whatever it is that you've been trying to birth, that you've been trying to really grow and manifest. It's like you're waiting for everything, all your hard work to pay off, right? What you don't realize in this picture is that look at all that beautiful crop, right? All these beautiful pentacles. They don't look wilted. They don't look like they're meant for ruin. Like they don't look like they're going nowhere, right? If anything, this is a moment for you to really realize, especially with the Ten of Pentacles in the same row, that it is all within reach. And that's what the Garden and the Gate speaks of. It is all within reach. It's not as, impossible or, out of reach as you may think it is, or as sometimes it feels like it may be difficult for you to take a step out of your routine, a step out of the norm, the regular cycle that perhaps you're used to. This young lady here has the key right around her necklace. It's hanging from her necklace. The gate is very low. She can easily climb over. She doesn't even need the key, right? But it's a reminder that you possess what you need, especially with the Magician card right in the middle of your monthly reading. You possess all the gifts, skills, abilities, tools, you name it. You possess it all in order for you to create the reality, the happiness, the joy, the abundance, the creativity, because I'm hearing that very clearly. You really do possess everything you need to create the life that you want for yourself, right? I get this feeling that there is this almost like a daydream energy for you, where in your quiet moments, sometimes you really, and you probably don't share this with anyone, but you really kind of daydream about a simpler time, an easier time, where things aren't so stressful, where things can just come easily to you, back to even the way things were many, years ago or decades ago, right? Simpler times, like when we were all children and things didn't seem as crazy, as hectic, as fast paced, or, inflation kicking everyone's ass, right? And I get this feeling of like, I wish I can go back to something like that. So it feels as though all the work that you've done is not for, it's not for anything for you to just be like, I give up, right? It's literally right there waiting for you to step into it. That energy of, working for everything that you have been wanting to. I do get this feeling Garden in the Gate, Goddess of the Moon, I do get this feeling of you working on certain manifestations, also being very mindful of moon energies and how you're feeling, whether you're feeling energized around certain moon phases, whether you're feeling drained, whether you're feeling more emotional at times. Could be if you're female and you're still getting a cycle, could be your own moon cycle that you're trying to keep track of, especially if you are checking on fertility, right? I do get that feeling that some of you may be trying to keep track of fertility, whether to have a child or not, right? I do feel like there is someone here who's like being mindful of their ovulation cycle, right? And so the Garden in the Gate with the Goddess of the Moon, I'm hearing very clearly the universe has heard your wishes. And they have spoken is what I heard. So if you asked for a sign, or you've been thinking, how can I ask the universe for a sign? Just ask for a very clear sign that your manifestation, your wish, your dream, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest for yourself, whatever it is you're trying to call in for yourself, ask for clarity, for a very clear sign that it is within reach, that it is on its way, that you are working, or the universe is working to align with you, or vice versa, right? To receive whatever it may be. Now, the beginning of the month, it is a full moon in your sign. So this is very important for you, especially if you have felt as though there's still a little bit of healing that needs to take place. You may still feel emotionally, mentally, energetically blocked, right? I mean, look at how crazy that candle is going. That's a clear sign from the universe. That one is calm. That one is not. There is no fan or anything in here. My windows are not open. That is a clear sign from spirit, like, hey, pay attention, right? So I do get this feeling like if you feel like there are certain areas in your life that feel like they're much more difficult, maybe you have a hard time in relationships, but a very easy time making money, or vice versa, right? You have a really, a really easy life when it comes to family, friends, relationships, but maybe it's difficult for you to get money or grow financially, right? So I do get this feeling of you working with the moon energies. Goddess of the Moon is really letting you know that your energy is really strongly connected to the moon. Also, pay attention to your moon sign. Maybe you want to check out their reading as well. If you're not sure what your moon sign is, you can always Google free natal chart, and you'll need your date of birth and your exact time of birth. And there are plenty of websites out there that can do this for free without you having to give an email or anything like that. And obviously, I'm not referring you to a specific site, so I'm not getting anything out of it. It's just for you to see other areas of your chart. So you also have the Thinking Woman, which really is like this Queen of Swords energy. This is someone who can be a bit, vocal at times with certain communication style. Can be, it feels like someone who's very educated and very articulate as well. Someone who you're not going to run game on, okay? So this could be you, or this could be someone that you are looking to, that you are dealing with, that you could be entangled with, or it could be someone that you are reaching out to for some assistance, some clarity. Sometimes you may feel as though things may be a little bit in the brain fog section, like you may feel like you're unable to really come up with a solution at times for certain things, because maybe you're overwhelmed with still trying to put everything together. I get this feeling of Spirit just showed me like a connect the dots type activity sheets. I remember those in elementary school. So, I get this feeling of the universe acknowledging that you're trying to connect all the dots. However, it looks like you're connecting dots from opposite pages, right? Like connect the dots when it comes to relationships, connect the dots when it comes to money. And you may be like kind of smashing it all together and just trying to make it one big puzzle. And so universe is saying, listen, it's not going to work that way. One thing at a time. Sometimes you need to take baby steps, and sometimes you need to be okay with things not manifesting as quickly as you'd want it to. The minute that you surrender the outcome, the need, the must have it now, or how you want it to work out, the minute you surrender that, the universe will show you how they can bring this towards you. Okay. So I do feel like there is some research here that's taking place. Definitely feel like you are making some very big changes in your life, whether this is, educational, up leveling, you're going back to school, you're getting your degree, you're getting certification of some kind, or this is, personal, emotional, mental, spiritual, or energetic, transformation. Things are definitely changing. You've got a butterfly here and butterflies in this card. And so when you put the garden and the gate together with the thinking woman, and they both have butterflies, which, are the energy of transformation. But I mean, look at this. This is transforming your lifestyle, your life, making more money by further pursuing further education, right? Or vice versa. Some of you may be teaching. Some of you may be trying to start something, some sort of company or service or coaching where you're the one offering services, and you're just seeing how much things can change in your life in such a short moment. I also feel like you're no longer giving to something that's not going to reciprocate. Okay, a lot of signs have been having that energy, and even though there's been a gap in between all the signs that I'm reading and yours, I got that energy, that message again. So the beginning of June, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. So if this is in your workplace, I do get this feeling that if you've been putting in a lot of extra hours, a lot of hard work, and you're hoping that you're being noticed or acknowledged, or, given, the proper accolades, the proper credit for everything that you've been doing, and you're just not seeing it or receiving it, trust me, they know what you bring to the table. They know what you are all about. I do get this feeling of being at the center of attention, even if you don't realize it. There are a lot more people around you, supporting you, guiding you from the foreground, right? People that you don't even know are giving your name, you yourself a good name, right? Dropping your name on good conversations. I do feel that that's happening in the background. You're going to see yourself I just heard, your finances are going to explode exponentially. Okay. I heard that very clearly. If you've been applying and looking around, I do feel that your name is being dropped in a very positive way. And I even feel that some of you, there may be a job that gets created for you. Okay. So maybe you applied for something and then it's like, oh, you're too overqualified for that, or excuse me. Or maybe it's not the right time for us to pick you up for this, but we will definitely keep you in mind. And you're like, yeah, effing right. They're totally blowing me off. No. I get this feeling that they're looking for something much bigger with a much more promising future for you. So if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you've been asking for, this is confirmation that it's on its way. If that is something you want to manifest, definitely. Goddess of the Moon, you can remove blocks. Affirm that job is being created for you. Affirm that job is already yours. Live in the now as though you've already received that job offer, that out of the blue. How would it feel if all of a sudden in the middle of your day, or you get an email or a call or a message of like, hey, I know we interviewed you a while back, but we're still interested in what you have to offer, and whatever, blah blah blah, making an offer, right? Make it sound good in your manifestation. So remove blockages with the full moon in your sign, especially because it's in your sign. And then a few weeks later, you've got the new moon in Gemini. Okay, Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. So communication is key. And part of communication can also be like scripting, affirming, using those modes for manifestation can be very, very good for you at this time. And all of this is coming in like divinely guided because I'm channeling that message for you. So for someone, journaling and scripting is going to be like the key to bringing in all the abundance and the big changes that are happening for you. And trust me when I tell you, you do the full moon work, especially even if you're not sure how to do anything, But if you just, you know, do some ritual work in terms of, you know, take a spiritual bath, do some meditation, some, you know, have a little quiet time, either first thing in the morning before everyone in your household wakes up, or at night before bed. Do some journaling. Definitely before bed would be good to do some journaling, but journaling not asking for or saying, you know, I really want this. No, journal and script as though you've already gotten it, right? So how exciting, how happy would you be after the fact? After that offer comes in, after the love of your life has come in, after your offer gets accepted for your first home or your second property, investment property, whatever it may be, right? You have to write it in present tense, like you're already there and you're already planning your next step. And it can get some adjustment if you haven't done it yet, but scripting, I mean, that works in so many ways. I cannot recommend it enough. Law of assumption and scripting has done so much for me. Definitely. If you're interested in some sort of workshop or anything like that for me to show you guys how to do it, let me know down below in the comments, because I have been thinking about bringing a variety of videos, not just tarot. So anyway, let's move on in the middle of your month here. You have the Star card, and of course I've got to cover her up. The Star card and the Magician card and the Justice card. So we've got Aquarius and we've got Libra, and you've got the Thinking Woman and the Queen of Swords. So very strong Aquarius, Libra, Gemini here. I do feel like if this is your, I just heard this is your time to make things right. And I just heard all is well in Sagittarius's world, okay? If there is someone that you know that you would like to make things right with, that maybe there's a conversation that hasn't been had, maybe there's a lot of pent up emotions or things that need to be said, right? Let out, released from, you know, any burdens that you may have had. Now is the time. Now is the time to really create the life that you want. If you're hoping for forgiveness or that someone receives your forgiveness, maybe script about that, right? But the Star card really does speak of having high hopes, but also knowing that they are within reach. And I always get this feeling with the Star card that this is the perfect card for you to get noticed and to get someone's attention, but also the universe's way of getting your attention, right? Be on the lookout for all these opportunities that are going to come your way. If you've been wanting to start a business, if you've been wanting to move, if you've been wanting to clean slate with someone, friend, family member, ex, whatever, even if they're not good for you, right? But I feel like some of you have some feelings that are, you know, bottled up that you really need to let go of and do part of that purging and healing before you can move on to the next phase of your life. Because I do get that energy of like karmic justice and creating the life that you truly want for yourself, you know? And then at the end of the month, you've got the Eight of Cups with the Queen of Swords and another major arcana with the Death card. So the Death card really does, you know, affirm everything and really sets it in stone that, hey, listen, we know that you have been wanting something better for you. You've been wanting something better for your career, your family, your finances, whatever it may be. Maybe healing overall, your overall health and well-being, mental, emotional, physical, right? This is your time to make those changes. Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords. You're walking away from anyone who wants to get argumentative. You're walking away from anyone who wants to, you know, gaslight you and just constantly be up in your face about it's my way or the highway. And if it's not I have to say this, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. If it's not that, it's that it's time for you to change that about you. That sometimes you get triggered and you get argumentative, and that instead of communicating and releasing those emotions, you bottle them up and walk away. And so in order for you to really go through some spiritual growth and healing here to help yourself elevate to the next chapter, maybe to elevate your family, your friends, whatever it may be, your career, you've got to do the purging, the shadow work. Some of you at one point or another may have gone through a dark night of the soul, and you may have thought that that's it. I've done the healing. I'm all good. Let's move on. I want all the good things to come my way. And every so often you get triggered. You get, you know, cornered by your emotions or by someone else's emotions the minute they tell you how you've made them feel, or that maybe they can't count on you the way that they would hope. So that's coming in very clearly. So that could have been a friend, family member, someone at work as well. Tell me more about this Star card. Where does the healing need focus on? I do feel like that is a card of healing here for you. The Lover's card. So it is about healing a relationship that perhaps it's two ways, right? It could be you and your higher self and walking away from who you are truly meant to be, walking away from yourself and being at a point where you've invested so much time and energy that you don't, into a relationship that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. You have literally lost your identity, is how I feel, because you've been so enthralled in this relationship. And it feels like for those of you that are not in the best of relationships, perhaps have felt that you've sacrificed a lot to keep this relationship. I do feel like if you are still in this relationship and you are still wanting to get this relationship in a much better light, that there are very many levels of healing this connection that stem into other areas of your life that were also affected, right? Maybe in the process of keeping your partner happy and still in a relationship with you, you may have lost some friends. You may have lost some family members. You may have lost other things like money or jobs or opportunities, you know. It feels as though there is this energy of needing to do a lot of growing and maturing, whether that is you on your end or your partner's end. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I feel like in order for you to have saved this relationship, you've had to turn your back on people that you wish you hadn't. And what's the solution here? Oh, the 10 of Wands is definitely saying this is definitely stressing you out. 8 of Wands. So you know that communication needs to happen. That's another 8. You've got 888 here. I do feel like for some of you, it's, you know, a matter of communication. It's a matter of forward momentum and getting things moving forward. However, there's a burden here. Are you going to have trouble with your partner? Are they going to be open to receiving or hearing from you, you know, accepting you? Is it all going to work out or not? Or am I going to, you know, put in a lot of work into something that isn't going to pan out? And so you have another 7. So 777, 7 of Pentacles here twice, 8 of Cups here twice. I had to take a deep breath there for you. What's this karmic justice about for Sagittarius? Because for some of you, it is about making things right in relationships. And remember, relationships don't have to just be love. It can go beyond that. Chariot, 3 of Swords. So definitely, okay, something fell off my desk. All right. So that's clear. What the heck fell? Oh, okay, sorry. So, you know, clearly there was some sort of heartbreaking disappointment, maybe feelings of backstabbing, betrayal, literal like heartache, like very, very sad and depressed. And if you've had successes in your life, you even feel sad and depressed about it in terms of not being able to celebrate with people like your family, your friends. You may miss people that you really wanted to share this with. The Chariot does speak of success, of fast forward movement, right? Even if it's a little sloppy because you're just getting off on the right foot at the very beginning. But the Chariot to the Death card says you're in a really good place by the end of June, where I feel like you've grown mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And, you know, I feel like you'll be reaching out to someone. And if it's not you reaching out to someone that you'd like to make amends, it could be vice versa. It could be you being in the energy of receiving whatever communication comes in. Now, if you're still in a relationship where it's a little toxic and unhealthy and they tend to be controlling or vice versa, they don't want you to talk to these people, whoever they may be, person, place, situation, you already know it's going to happen because I saw the Tower card. And so I do feel like it's going to cause massive upheaval in your relationship. But it's time for you to take this opportunity to draw the line and be like, hey, listen, no more. Can't let you do this to me anymore. They're my friends. They're my family or whatever. Now, if you know your friends or family are really like not the greatest people and your partner is trying to protect you, that's a whole other story. So any other advice here for Sagittarius before we close out the reading? 9 of Pentacles, a Knight of Swords, and 8 of Pentacles. So I do feel that there is this energy of wanting to work things out, wanting to clear up the air. But it feels like almost, whether it's you or them, someone finding an opportunity to say, hey, I'm here if you need me. Hey, just an FYI, you know, I know we haven't talked or communicated or seen each other or whatever, but whenever you're ready to have a real conversation to make amends, I'm here. You may be saying that, or someone may be letting you know. It's like living my best life, but I want to share what that energy that is going on in my life. I want to share those key moments with you. You know, I do feel like someone here will say, you know, like I miss our conversations, or I miss being able to, you know, talk or whatever. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life, which is pretty much like that 7 of Pentacles here twice, right? Feeling like something is missing. Broken wish will not be granted. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. I do feel that you may experience either a daydream or an actual, you know, dream where it feels as though you do travel, like astral travel, something that comes up for you, a message. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Boot, I heard give them the boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. So you could be giving someone or something the boot in order to make that happen. Oh, one card flew out. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems, which is always true. Always. Okay, Sagittarius, know that the universe loves and supports you here 100%. They're waiting for you to give them permission to help you move into the next phase, the next chapter of your life, to make amends, to heal, whatever it is that you want, to create your happiest life of all, your happy ever after, whatever it may be for you. The universe is here to support you. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, my offerings are in the link in the description box down below. My offerings will be changing. Prices will be as well. I did open up a few days for either Zoom or recorded readings. There are more days for recorded readings because I can do that at a different schedule. Rather than Zoom readings. I do have a pretty jam-packed beginning of June. So either you catch this at the end of May, beginning like the first couple days of June, and you can book, or not until the end of June. After that, my calendar and my offerings are going to change up. So if there's anything that you've been, any type of services that you've been wanting to book with me, now would be a great time. I will see you guys really soon. I cannot wait to see what's in store for you on your weekly readings. And thank you guys once again for all your support. Take care. Bye.